may not work. Okay. Sorry, as I mentioned 1 week ago, I'm recording my tutorials this semester, filming and recording. So I hope that doesn't make anyone too nervous. But Nadia, have you seen? The elephant is here.
I have seen it.
But someone else is holding it.
Okay, it's okay. Zebra.
Does anyone want the giraffe? No, you're sure? And Aurora, you're happy you have what you need?
I have a doggy.
Oh, okay. And you've got a huge elephant.
Yeah.
Okay, and Joyce, please join us. Oh, sorry.
So you're still
Yeah, oh,
taking
every week.
Oh,
I'll shift
okay.
that, I guess. Yeah, it's probably safer here. Don't worry, it's not going to do anything to you, Tracy.
Okay.
Okay, so Tracy, could you start us off by introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Tracy and I'm a sophomore student. My major is English.
I'm Richard. I'm from Kaohsiung. My major is electrical engineering.
I'm Nadia, and it's my second year in here, and I'm majoring in public finance.
My name is Kathy. Major is public finance. I come from Bali.
I am Vince. My major is communications engineering. I'm Andy. I major in architecture. I live in Taichung.
I'm Aurora, and I major in accounting.
Hello, my name is Amy. My major is economics and I'm senior and also I'm in Taichung.
I'm Tracy. I come from Kaohsiung. My major is business administration. I'm Mandy. My major is business administration, and I come from Kaohsiung. My name is Karen, and my major is actuary, and I come from China.
My name is Jasmine. I come from Hsinchu, and I major in financial engineering.
I'm Mengzhen, and I study in water engineering.
My name is Michael, and I major in information engineering and computer science. And I'm junior. I come from Taipei.
My name is Joyce. I major in English, and I'm from Taidong.
Okay, Taidong Hualien, not too. But over here, there's a very big gap between the two. Last week, we were talking about ghosts for a little while. And someone said that ghosts in Taiwan probably will not bother foreigners. The ghost will work out the foreigner doesn't know much Chinese. I was thinking about that this week because I've noticed something. When you walk out the front gate, maybe to buy your lunch, do people hand you anything when you're leaving school? What do they give you? Yeah, what's a DM?
Today I received a Buddhist class, something like that.
It's on restaurant.
Yeah, think about going to this restaurant, you can get a discount. Do you often get these things?
For some clubs or some crane school.
Guess what happens when I walk out the gate? They don't give me anything. It's racist. Well, it's not really racist, but they don't give me anything. So, oh, he probably can't read this. We don't need to give him one. I think this is wrong. Even if I can't read all of it, they should still give me one so I'm the same as everyone else. But do you ever use these? No, the DM, is it useful? So you do nothing with it.
You can use it under the lunchbox.
In Renyan, almost every classroom, they're on the floor. Or, oh, please take out a piece of paper. And students use what they've found on the floor. Have you ever done this?
Sometimes.
So they're useful for something. I'm amazed students don't carry paper with them. I guess I'm too old. I'm the wrong generation. When I was a student, we always wrote down, notes in class and things like that. Now students just, I'll take a photo of this thing. So it is a bit different, I guess. But when you did get something, Nadia. You have the 8 ball again. But you want the elephant, I can tell.
Okay.
Oh, Amy, you're so kind. But I've noticed another thing in stores. And this happened to me on Monday. I went to Carrefour on Qinghai Road. And I should say woman, but I'll say girl who served me was probably a Fengjia student. And she noticed I wasn't Taiwanese, so she used English. No, do you have a membership card? Do you want a bag? Oh, that's $520. And I was thinking, should I reply in English or Chinese? 99% of the time I go into a shop, I need to use Chinese. So, 你有没有会员? Oh, 没有. Oh, 不用带的. It's fine. I can use Chinese for that. But when someone uses English with me, I don't know what to do. Now, should I reply in English or use Chinese? But do any of you have a part-time job in a shop or store?
I also work in supermarkets too, and I met some foreigner. But first, I will speak Chinese. But if they respond me in English, I will change to English.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think that's sensible. But it's like, for this girl, because I go the same day every week, it's Monday. And she works on it's the faster one, if you have less than 10, you can go through quickly. But she sees me and is like, oh, okay, time for English. Yeah, so I guess for Taiwanese people, like if you saw a foreigner looking around, maybe he or she is lost. Would you go up to them and use English and ask, oh, are you lost? Can I help you?
I will use English.
Hongxian, you look like you want to say something.
I think it depends.
Depends on what?
If the girl, maybe not.
Ah, okay. It's a friend of mine, he has very, very good Chinese. He can read the newspaper. And he was in Tainan once, he was a little bit lost. And a student came up to him and asked him in English, are you lost? And he answered in Chinese, and she was like, oh, you can speak Chinese. Oh, yes, I've been here for 14 years. My wife is Taiwanese. My 2 children are half Taiwanese. And she's like, okay, bye. He spoke the wrong language for her, I guess. I've also noticed in shops, if I'm with my wife, if I'm paying, I hand over the money, they don't give me the change. They give it to my wife. And the receipt. It's like I'm invisible. I don't exist. Now, I've ordered or whatever in the restaurant, I've paid the money, and then they give everything to my wife. It's like, she's Taiwanese, I will talk to her. It's like, I'm not real. I don't exist at all. It's quite sad. But do you get nervous, in your job if you have to deal with foreign customers?
No, because my coworker they know I can speak English. So if some foreigner asks them question, and they always call me to.
Ah,
solve
okay.
problem.
Does that ever annoy you?
No, I think it's an opportunity to say English, to speak English.
So you don't push your co-workers forward to try?
They are afraid, so I can tell them to do something.
Okay. So my friend Simon, he's from New Zealand too, but he speaks no Chinese. 0. He has a Taiwanese wife, so it's like, I don't need to learn. My wife can do everything. But he really likes to drink coffee, so he goes to Starbucks every week. And he's found the Starbucks in Taichung where he doesn't need Chinese. Because some of them, of course, the people who work there maybe don't have much English. So he's gone in there, Chinese, no, I won't buy my coffee here. Gets back in his car and finds another one. So he knows all the Starbucks where people use English. I think that's really sad. So you can walk in and I want an iced latte, thank you.
But sometimes you see a foreigner who doesn't know need to use English or use Chinese
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah. I have a student from Mongolia, and she doesn't speak any Chinese because she's only been in Taiwan for about 1 semester. And I asked her, how do you survive? And she said, oh, the night market, people speak English. So she said she can order from stands and use English. But I said, don't you feel your world is very small? She said, oh, it's okay. She goes to about 5 different stands, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. So she has her routine. But I asked her, are you going to learn Chinese? She said yes. But she said the problem is if she uses Chinese, no one will understand her. Because being Mongolian, her first language influences her accent. It's like when I hear her speak English, I know she's not Taiwanese. And I know she's not Chinese, I know she's not from Malaysia. But she said her Chinese people don't really understand yet. I had a student from Macau. I felt sorry for him. In his work group, everyone had to use English because they couldn't understand his Chinese. He felt very sad because I've spoken Chinese my whole life. I come to Taiwan and no one understands me. What is wrong? So yeah, I mean, I know in China you use a simplified writing system.
Yes.
So is it hard for you if you're from China to read Chinese in Taiwan? Or does it just feel kind of funny and different?
Yeah.
So no real problems to understand. I mean the writing.
Some words are difficult to recognize and to write.
Okay. Which brings me to my next question. Has anyone seen... Oh, this is for April, actually, so it's early. English on the Go. Now, it's over there, it's free, you can take one away. But has anyone had a look at it yet? Okay, it's about Sherlock.
Oh.
So I don't say it, just open this mouth. Oh. But in China, what is Sherlock called? Because I was reading about this and I thought it was interesting. So I don't mean the actor, but I mean Sherlock, the character. Because he has a special name in China.
Formosa.
Well, in China, people took his name in Chinese and put it back to English. They call him Curly Fu because of his curly hair. Yeah, but someone took half of it and put it in English. So in China, he is Curly Fu, which I thought was quite funny. But in China, Sherlock is incredibly popular. And a group of Chinese students at Beida wrote to Stephen Moffat, the writer of Sherlock. Dear Mr. Moffat, we love your show. We watch it all the time, but you write too slowly. Can you please make new Sherlock every year? Thank you. So they think the show comes out too slowly because it comes out roughly every 2 years now. But because it's him, are you actually interested in reading this? Do you watch this TV show?
Yes.
So, Nadia, have you ever seen it? Okay, because it says here, why can't people just think? Because if you've watched the TV show, he has a problem relating to other people. Because he thinks everyone else is very slow and a little bit stupid. But is he a likable character? Now, when you watch it, do you like him? Hey, what do you like about him?
I think sometimes he's kind of, anti-society, but he's still nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's nice.
to the people he care about.
Ah, okay. Because if you ever watched it, which woman does he like? Right, Irene Adler, she's a In the books, she's just a spy. But in the
Yeah.
TV show, she was a... How do I put this? People would give her money, and she would... Oh, I don't even know how to put it.
Make a relationship with them.
She would provide a special service. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. Thank you, Joyce. And the recorder picked up every word. I'm not going to do anything with it, don't worry. But in the TV show, Irene Adler says smart is the new sexy. Smart people are really sexy and dumb people are not sexy. But I have a friend who's really smart. He was a postdoctoral research fellow at Oxford. So they paid him to do research. He didn't even need to do teaching. And he's never had a girlfriend. So brilliant mind, and actually really nice guy, and he's not even bad looking. He's actually reasonably handsome, but he has never had a girlfriend.
Maybe he likes both.
No. He really likes girls, but he is very shy. So he's always said if he got a girlfriend, she would have to make the first move. She would have to ask him on a date. Because he's just too embarrassed to do it. But does that happen in Taiwan? Do women ask men out on a date? And if you're going, So here it never happens.
Some people will.
Okay. Does anyone here do that? So you see a boy you like, you think, right. Okay, I'm going to ask him to have a date with me. No one here does that. So it's up to the men to ask.
But the girl sometimes will imply some message to the boy.
You mean kind of signal that she is interested? How?
Just maybe if I that girl and I will tell the boy, say, I have free time on this weekend, and how about you? Like that.
Is this true? Then you see some very... Really? What?
If the girl really like this boy, so
Okay.
it could happen.
So I have some free time on Saturday and I'll be at Sogo at 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock. By myself, all alone.
Maybe not
so
not
obvious.
Much detail,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Because dating here seems so different from New Zealand. In university students in New Zealand at least, people are very open if they like someone. If someone likes you, you can usually tell very quickly.
How do I tell? I love you. Like this.
No, they won't say they love you at first. But, because we have pubs on campus. So after classes, Friday, on the weekend, students will drink in the pub and so on. And maybe drinking helps, I'm not sure. But no, I've seen often at the pub at Auckland University, a girl might go up to a boy she's seen and just say, oh, I'd like to go out with you. Are you free tomorrow? Oh, okay. And tomorrow they meet. Taiwan, that doesn't happen, I guess.
Maybe in a nightclub.
Some of you are nodding like you go to nightclubs very often. Heard nightclubs, yes, in the nightclub. So, do you go to nightclubs?
Never.
Once.
And never again.
Just in Shanghai, not.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's different from here, I guess.
No idea because I've never been.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've never been to a nightclub in Taiwan, except, back when I was single, but even then, I didn't really enjoy it much. But my friend Simon, who speaks no Chinese, he does meditation. He goes to classes and, deep breathing for an hour, to clear your mind and relax. And he's married to a Taiwanese woman. But one night after meditation class, he was driving home and he went past a pub in Taichung. The name is terrible. It's called the Pig Pen.
Pig.
Pig, P-I-G, the animal. And pen is the area the pig lives in. But this is the name of the pub in English. It's the real name. And he thought, oh, I'll pull in, because he thought it would be interesting to see, you know, single women, single men, what do they do? And he is a very simple person. He wears shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops. So, you know, he walked in, he had his wedding ring, he wasn't looking to meet any women. So he sat down, he ordered a Coke, and he said it was actually interesting. Because as soon as he walked in, he said most of the women looked at him. It's like they stopped and they're like, and then they went back to what they were doing. He said he thought, because he wore shorts and a t-shirt, he didn't look rich. He said the woman kind of thought, okay, I won't waste my time. So is that something that happens in nightclubs here? If you've ever been? Because people have told me now, students or people your age meet people online more than real life. Is that true?
Sometimes. Yeah, not very.
Okay, but have you ever interacted with someone online? Like someone adds you on Facebook, you don't know them, and then you start chatting. Have you ever done that? Oh, you have. Okay, did you make a new friend?
Because that man is an Indian,
Mm-hmm.
and I have no idea why he added me as a friend, because we have common friend in Fengjiang.
Ah, okay.
But actually, I don't know how it's going. So sometimes we chat it. But when we are talking, he knows I'm a Taiwanese, and we are in a different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
But in his opinion, always, it's time to go to lunch. But the lunch time is in India, not in Taiwan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you always say, okay, go to eat lunch. I'm very confused. I was like, no, it's about 4 o'clock, so I don't need to eat lunch.
4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes, because India uses simplified English, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'm pretty confused about his language.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so Mongzhen, have you ever interacted with any strangers online?
Not online, just when I'm in senior and I just play online game with one boy,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he want to add my FB. Now I say, how old are you? And he's only just 15 years old.
Okay.
Yes. So okay, he's younger than me. Okay, quite safe, I think.
Yeah, imagine if, how old are you? I'm 63.
I don't know.
So you got 15, no harm, quite safe.
Yes, I think.
Ah, so he's your friend on Facebook now.
Yes. So still have contact.
Ah, okay. Yeah, 'cause I've mentioned this before, I don't use social media at all. So I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Twitter.
I know.
So I'm not interacting this way. So for me, this is a whole different world, and it seemed very weird. So Nadia, you're kind of going, why?
Asian people.
What about Asian people?
Don't use Facebook and Line and Twitter. Quite Asian.
People from Asia.
No.
Oh,
Out of
ancient,
date.
old,
Yeah.
ancient.
Yeah, Asian.
Ancient, sorry.
Out of date.
And suddenly the 8 ball goes flying. So you're saying I'm old.
Just
Yeah, you're saying I'm old. I can tell.
no. This is our world. This is your world.
So I'm in this world by myself, and everyone else is over here having fun.
In the same time, have 2 words. Teacher's word and our word.
Because people are researching now, you know, the use of smartphones, what people do with them, but also how long they spend using it. I told my freshman class on Tuesday, the research shows now for people your age, by the time you are 80 years old, you will have spent 6 years of that time on your smartphone. That's 6 years of your life going and looking at the screen. Is it worth it? That's 6 years, probably.
Sometimes it is a way to communicate with other people. Maybe now I'm in Taiwan, so I don't have time to communicate with my friends in China. So I have to use the WeChat or something else to communicate with. It means I steal your friends.
Oh, okay. So if you don't communicate online, they'll start thinking, oh, Tracy's not talking to me now.
Maybe sometimes we are kind of far between us, and maybe some important information I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I will miss them.
Okay, so Nadia, you believe there are two worlds.
Had a bridge.
So they're not two separate islands, they have a bridge.
English conversation.
Oh, okay. I do use Line and Skype.
Not answer people.
Well, I only have one friend online.
It's your wife.
Yes. It's like, you know, I'm coming back, you know, to Pingdong now, I'll be home in about 3 hours or something. And you're like, ding, okay. Yeah, and that's about it. But I had someone try and become my friend using Line. And I was like, so-and-so wants to add you, and I don't know that person. Delete. You know, I don't know them. But a few years ago, I had a woman send me an email. Oh, it used to be, we weren't very concerned about privacy here, I think. But the Fengjia Language Center page would have the teachers' photos, plus their email address, so if students needed to get in touch with them. And my photo was quite terrible. I was looking at the camera, but I wasn't smiling. It was for my passport. So I'm like... And so, you know, just my head. And underneath was my email. And a woman wrote to me, said, hello, I saw your photo. Can I be your friend? And I showed my wife. We weren't married then, but, you know, I showed her and she thought, this is very strange. I think it's incredibly strange. So I wrote back, no, thank you. Send. But it was a photo that if you've broken the law and you're off to jail, you know, in English it's called a mugshot. So, you know, you're holding up your number before you go to prison. My photo looked like this. But this woman was rich. In your photo, you look very friendly. No, I don't. But I thought it was brave, writing to a stranger, saying, can we be friends? It seems that's what people do now, sometimes. Have you heard of Tinder? It's a dating app in English-speaking countries. So you upload your photo and you say where you are, what city kind of thing. And other people can see your photo if they're in the same place. If they, I think I've got it right, if they swipe this way, they want to meet you. If they swipe that way, they don't want to meet you. Yeah, so if they swipe like this, then your phone will probably go ding, and you'll find out maybe they're 1 kilometer away from you, and they could meet you for dinner that night. But some people, they get it wrong with the swiping. So they go the wrong way for what they want to do. Is that a good way to meet people? Because it's all about the photo, if they think you look good or not. Would you use something like this?
And so my friend then use a random love in, I don't know
What's
what
random love?
I searched his name and I saw him just put his profile on it, and I saw that because he want to make a girlfriend, so he just typed the name and random love, and I think what's that?
Me too. What is that?
I don't know why it's random love me. Just.
Is that the name of the website?
No, no, no.
Oh, did he say, I want random love? Or
Yes.
something? Oh. I think I know what it means.
What the name?
I don't want to say.
One night stand like this.
I said nothing. I think it's the idea of meeting strangers. Yeah. Yeah. Your friend is very open-minded, I guess I could say.
Because I think because I think he's foreigner, so maybe.
I was reading a book last year about 2008. You know, the world economy had a recession and almost a crash. And a lot of people lost their money, but some people made billions of dollars because they bet that the market would crash and they bought the appropriate bonds against mortgages. One of these men, he in English would say he's a hedge fund manager. So people gave him their money to invest. And he bought the bonds for when the market would crash. And everyone said the market will never crash. And he was like, you're all wrong. Wait a couple of years. And the market kept going up. And he bought these bonds for when it went down. And these people would give us back our money. It's like, no, you gave me the money. You signed a contract. You wait. In a few years, you'll be a billionaire. And he was right. But this man, he was a doctor in a hospital of brain surgery. But he hated being a doctor, so he became an investor. In English, we'd say that he has autism. His social skills are very, very poor. Brilliant mind, very good at thinking, but he doesn't understand what other people feel. So like when you're smiling, he'll kind of be, I don't know what that means. Why are you doing that thing with your face? But he wanted to date. So he went online and put a profile for dating. And he was very, very honest. He was blind in one eye, he had autism, and he borrowed a lot of money to go to medical school, and he owed the government about $200,000. So his profile was, he had his photo, I'm a man who is not handsome, I have autism, so I'm not very friendly or kind, I'm blind in one eye, and I owe the government $200,000. If you would like to meet me. And he actually met his wife this way. His wife was Taiwanese. Yeah, she was studying in America. She thought, he seems interesting. He's very open about his life. So they went on a few dates and they got married. Yeah, they dated for about a year and then they got married. They did get divorced after a few years, but he was not easy to live with. But because of what happened in 2008, because he took a commission from the money his clients made, I think he made nearly $1 billion in about 2 weeks. Because his customers, they were losing money, then suddenly, whew, they were making billions of dollars because the market was so bad. So that's a really interesting dating profile, I think. I'm blind in one eye, I've got no money, and I don't like people. You should date me. But in the future, you know, when you're older, if you want to find someone, do you think you'd go online to do it? You know, have a profile for dating?
Maybe.
So only Mongshen would think about this. So I don't think I could do it. I just think it's weird to meet people online.
And you don't know his or her profile is real or
Yeah, that's the other problem people talk about. The photo could be out of date.
Yes.
You're going, like you know about this.
Yeah, it's kind of like my cousin. He had another Facebook account, and yeah, he's a boy. But
Yeah, you
that-
said
that-
he, so
on
that,
that account, the name of the account is
Yeah.
Audrey.
Oh.
It's a foreigner's name,
Yeah.
but it's a girl's name.
Yes,
and,
Audrey's a girl's
and
name,
he
yeah.
puts it's a movie star's photo.
Oh, Audrey Hepburn?
No.
Oh, a different one. Okay.
Yeah, but you can see that photo is a beautiful foreign
Okay,
woman.
yeah.
And after his account was built, many Taiwanese and even foreign boys come to add his account. Yeah.
Which shows that appearance matters, I guess.
And he also sent an invitation to me. And first I thought, oh, it's a beautiful girl and yeah, maybe we can be friends. So I added, and later my cousin told me that it was his another account.
I only have one big question and about 5 small ones, but my big question, why did your cousin do this?
He thought it was fun.
Oh,
It was funny and he just wanted to, like kind of freak.
I'm bored today, I'll pretend to be a girl online. See what happens. Oh,
One of my high school classmates did the same thing, but
pretended to be a girl.
yes, but his
my
purpose is just choose one of my friends. He's a boy and he never get a girlfriend, so he just want to choose him.
Oh, yeah.
And that boy really believed that there was a girl and the girl liked him. So they have a fake relationship for about 1 year.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm just picturing your classmate's poor little heart being broken. So they were chatting online for about a year,
Yes,
and the other one was pretending to be a girl for a year.
yes, and the boy who just always brought something to that girl and asked my classmate to give her.
Oh, okay. And he never asked to meet her face to face. Wow. That sounds terrible though. So your poor classmate who'd never had a girlfriend was probably, he'd turn on his computer, probably full of hope every day. Oh, I'm going to talk to my girlfriend.
So what happened in the end?
Yeah, I want to know.
That boy
I think
is
we all
very-
want to know.
That boy is very, very sad, and all of the other my friends just how can I say?
Yeah, blamed that one. As they should, I think. Well, according to Nadia, I may be really old, but at least when I was younger, if you were dating someone, you knew who they were. Because you saw them, you met them face to face.
How did he know? Your classmate told him, or he found it by himself?
The other friend told him.
Why did the other friend tell him 1 year, because they have relationship for 1 year.
Yeah.
So why they so long to tell your friend?
Because that friends knew that boys do that, but he think it's too over. So he have to talk to him. Yeah.
High school students are mean. That's terrible. I hope your friend who had no girlfriend can find a good woman and have a happy life. I don't know what to say. That's really terrible. I'm glad I don't use the internet much. But I mean,